ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Edion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rite to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
The man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Really, we're talking about. That's what I said. So
that's-
when they bullied her,
Yeah.
now, if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or a child, it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something.
Party.
You have to be
They can't
smart.
sit
If
down.
you see where they are dressing them up and dragging on both sides, you cannot you cannot breathe.
That's what
And these
matters.
women would stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
certainly the best.
Hello viewers, welcome to Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji. So today on Viewpoint, let's talk about the insecurity that has been affecting Nigeria as a country and how it affects our economy, our agricultural sector, and most importantly, our means of livelihood.
Security is the most important element if you are talking about whether state development or national development. No investment can thrive when there is no guaranteed security. And I don't think any economy can grow. I don't think any country can do well if the security architecture of that country is not such that it's able to arrest things that will make investors scared to put their investments in that very environment. And then on the issue of Donald Trump, some people say it's threatening Nigeria, but I don't think it's threatening Nigeria. The issues raised that led to Donald Trump and the Secretary of War of the United States wanting to come to Nigeria, those issues, are they real? Those are the questions to ask. The killings, are they real? Is there massacre of people, whether Christians or non-Christians? I don't believe that the people that are doing it, that they are Muslims, because I don't know that Islam does not encourage killings. So for them to think that they are on some mission for God in quotes, and nobody has been able to stop them. We have a country where the security agencies have not been able to curb these things for so many years. 8 years of Buhari is gone. We are post 2 years now into Tinubu administration. That's 10 years. And in a country like Nigeria, you still see where they will show you on video where people are being killed and buried. The question when some people talk, the question I always ask them is it because those that are affected are not directly related to it? So I think that the American government, coming out to say that if Nigeria cannot solve it, they want to come and solve it. I think it's a wake-up call on one, the president, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, who is the chief security officer of Nigeria, to either do the needful and let every Nigerian feel protected within our country.
As of today, obviously insecurity has become a thing of concern for every Nigerian. And primarily from our own research, I personally have realized that the insecurity is given birth to by Nigerians themselves, in line with the high rate of corruption in the system. Insecurity can only reduce when the corruption level is reduced. The primary cause of insecurity in our society is lack of consequences to crime. So if there are consequences, as we all know, the Nigerians are very good in abiding to laws when there is consequences to the crime they commit. So the Nigerians are very good in taking advantage of loopholes when there is no consequences to their crime. If you pay attention to Nigerians that are in diaspora today, you realize that 80% of them are very law abiding over there. The primary reason for that is because in the Western world, the consequences to crime is non negotiable. So, but coming back home today, we all have seen it, taking a negative toll on our society, and we all are, affected by it in one way or the other. Talking about foreign intervention to Nigeria, we all, I wouldn't say we all know, but for me, it is obviously clear that this was expected at a point. It's in two ways. One way is because of the applications of the current federal government, the steps they are taking to boycott American. The country we are living in right now is a one-party system. And obviously, it's not healthy for the country. We see governors, everybody moving to APC today. So Nigeria is in the state of in the state of surgery. So we need a surgery at this point because a society that does not have a competitor is as good as doomed.
What I'm about to say right now is concerning the herdsmen that come to our community here. Those are rear cow. They normally come with their cow to eat people cross here in my community here. They used to come with their cow. Instead of them to move along the road so that their cow will not eat grass from the road, they will take those cows to the people's farm in community. They will be eating their cross. Some will have cassava, some will have yam. Those cows will not destroy those cross in their farm. Many occasions, those people, they will come to me, started explaining what is going on in their farm concerning the herdsmen with their cow. We don't want such a thing from the community. The way they are damaging people crossing here in community is very bad. Also, in our secondary school in Umtekon here is very bad. There is no window in those schools, no door. There are some iron shed that those children are using to sit in the school. Some boys, we don't know them, they will go there, destroy those shed, pack those iron and bend it, fold it and take it to somewhere they will go and sell those iron. It's the iron that they are taking from the shed. They will remove the wool that the children was supposed to write in school. Then we remove those one away from the shed. Then we fold the iron, take it away to go and sell it to wherever they want to sell it. We doesn't want such a thing in community. We are still pleading, we are begging so that they can also support us. It's supposed the school is well available for us. The school is well built. Those windows have been fixed. Those doors have been fixed. By the time those door or window are being locked, I believe that they can never go there and be stealing those iron share in school.
First and foremost, let me start with how it affects our livelihood. You will discover that when farmers can no longer access their farms, they can no longer cultivate crops, you find out that there is food shortage and there is food insecurity. People will be hungry and the few crops or agricultural products, the price will skyrocket, which will result in inflation. And if the prices of foodstuff increase, every other thing will increase to catch up with the prices of foodstuff. You'll find out that when there is insecurity, people can no longer travel. You find out that you see situations where buses are stopped and everybody is kidnapped. How will people do interstate and intercity economic matters or businesses? You find out that everyone is holed up in his own state or in his own city without being able to do cross-country businesses. And again, you find out that foreign investments run away from countries or places where there's insecurity. Where there's insecurity or fear of the unknown, money flies away. People start taking out their their finances, their investment, and running away from that country. That is the problem Nigeria is facing, and it is not good for our economic development. And if need be, what stops us from asking for help? If your house is on fire and only you cannot quench the fire, will you not call in neighbors to help? I have spoken against his rhetoric before, but we should look beyond how he speaks. We all know Donald Trump, he will always be Trump. But we must look beyond that and see how we can be helped. Now, Donald Trump seems to have the list of people who are behind this mess that we are in. And so everyone is jittery. But Nigeria needs help. And if help is coming, we should accept it so that these bandits, these headsmen can be driven away. We must not play politics with our security. If we need help, we should accept help.
Insecurity in Nigeria ranges between banditry, insurgency, kidnapping, and of course, these ethnic clashes. We cannot rule that one out. Also, the farmer herders herdsmen clashes, we can also rule it out. And the fact remains that these have been so predominant in the north and southeast of Nigeria. And I think of recent, we started experiencing kidnapping in the south. Before now, at the advent of the democratic system in this era, there was this militants in the south. But I think at the moment, what we are experiencing now, one can only say that there is other hidden agenda which is not visible to the understanding of the natural man, because we discovered that in the north, a lot of religious crisis, so to say, because we see the Christians are being killed almost on daily basis, churches are burnt, and of recent, the United States of America alerted us that there is, of course, genocide, the massacre of the Christians in Nigeria, of which we are not ignorant of that fact, because it has been always on the news. In Benue, in Plateau, of course, Nasarawa, Borno, Adamawa, where the Christian Association of Nigeria chairman of that state was also killed. I think as it stands, the effect is so devastating. For example, you are going to discover that especially in the northern region, there's going to be restriction of movements, transportation. Of course, also in the south, because you cannot move so freely, because fear of being kidnapped is there, and these herdsmen issue, because like in our community of recent, we saw some of these people also creating some problem, resulting in killings, and of course, those things are likely to have adverse effects on our economy and, of course, in the movement of citizens.
Insecurity is affecting our culture, it's affecting food production, short of food, short of yams. At the same time, years back, we see yams everywhere, plantains everywhere, and all that. So, if I may say, but Nigeria is a nation, country, and we also have a stake. But since our government are proving the otherwise, what do you expect us to do? Everywhere is security. Benin City, where we are, there's still the security, Fulani X-Men everywhere, Nitiala and all those terrorist groups and all that. Not until they browned these bandits as terrorists, I think they won't do anything about it. And to a large extent, they're being funded by powers on high. At this point, Nigerians are helpless, and that's the gospel truth. We're helpless. The nation is on the standstill, nothing is working. Nothing at all is working. And so If now our president is beginning to wake up and ask for assembly, it's the right call towards the right direction. They should wake up and do something. Because for too long, I think they're making, some persons are making profit out of this banditry and whatever is going on, this so-called Boko Haram and all that. How can you have in a nation, in a country that we are Nigeria, our nation, we have no other country, whether we travel to America, wherever, we're still Nigerians. Just imagine in this same nation we have Sharia law. Does it make any sense? I will say we want Nigeria. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if we are Nigerians anymore. I don't know the right word to say. And I think the Northerners, it's high time they wake up to know we are Nigerians. We are one Nigeria, one nation. Nigeria is not for me alone, it's not for the North, it's not for the Igbos, it's not for the Yoruba, it's not for the Edos, it's not for the Shekiri or Jaws or whatever. It's for everybody. And when we wake up to that responsibility, I think and I believe Nigeria will go forward.
The security of life and property and the welfare of the citizenry is the primary obligation, the duty of the government as enshrined in our Constitution, particularly under Chapter 2, precisely Section 14, Subsection 2B, where it says that the government's primary responsibility shall be to provide welfare of the citizens and security of lives and property. And that, be that as it may, it seems that our security issue has lingered for such a long time, that it begins to give some inferences, that people are beginning to infer that there's more to it. There are people who are cashing out on this, our insecurity, which shows that it's being politicized. There's more to it. Because in my own honest view, I think that whatever challenge you have in this insecurity can squarely be handled and tackled by the government, except that they are having some cold feet, probably because of some of their interests or inordinate benefits they are getting from it. Otherwise, if they are set to tackle insecurity, who are these insurgents that you cannot suppress? But because there are political motives, there are selfish, objectives, there are people who are making it here and there. I mean, insecurity or kidnapping and banditry have come in the realms of billions now. They now ask people for ransom in billions, in hundreds of millions. So it has become very profitable to indulge in. So people have been encouraged to get into it because government has provided a veritable ground for it to fester. So now, I think that since Nigeria is a sovereign nation, foreign intervention cannot happen. America cannot invade Nigeria without incurring the wrath of the international community. But as a sovereign nation, your internal affairs are to be managed and handled by you and not to another nation. But America being the number one world police of all the nations, you don't expect them to fold their hands and watch the gory scenes that are flowing out from from Nigeria every day, where people are being beheaded recklessly and ruthlessly, where people's lives have been turned upside down, people have been maimed and brutalized, people have been chased away from their ancestral homes, and nothing is being done, despite the amount of budget, huge, humongous money they've been budgeted for fighting insecurity. It ends up in private courts. And the kind of, when you fight a war that those who are fighting it are part of it, it becomes difficult to win. But most of the people fighting insurgency and insecurity are part of the problem. So that's why it becomes a problem. So I don't think that it is impossible for America to invade Nigeria. It has happened in the past.
We blame the federal government and the state government, not only Edo State. It's no more news. We are aware how the bandit came into Nigeria. I would not want to dwell on it too much. It affects the community, even in the rural area. I have farmers that are every family on their own inside my farm. I have almost 50 laborers. Do you know if I didn't employ security people, that village would not have been going to farm at all. And yet we are not feeling the impact of either the state government or the federal government. This place is a bit fair. What of Benue and Plateau? The government should wake up.
For a very long time now, the issue of our insecurity, has been quite alarming. Yes, as a nation that is suffering insecurity, the economy of such a country is going to be stagnated. As a country is also seeking to grow our economy, it is also very important that investors from around the world are attracted to invest into the economy. And then let's also look at our citizens. If there's unrest regarding, if the liberty of the people is being threatened, there's no how people can go about their daily endeavors. Right now, it's also the present issue that farmers no longer go to their farms at will because of the issue of banditry, kidnapping, and all of that, which is a major problem in our current society. It is also to that effect that we as human rights activists within our own capacity are trying out to the government to ensure that the right security apparatus is being employed, and then that the government of the day is trying to focus more their energy is being channeled to address the issues of insecurity as the ultimate unrest in our nation. Well, with no reasons to dispute that Nigeria currently is going through insecurity, like you rightly said. But then, as a president of a country which we believe should also be inclined to international law, we see it as a disrespect, to Nigeria as a sovereign state. Yes, before we engage, there are rules of engagement. If Nigeria as a sovereign nation is in one way or the other having a bilateral agreement or a diplomatic agreement with the U.S., inviting the U.S. government to intervene in an issue, then it would be a different case. And then the reasons why I, as a person, which I'm also entitled to my opinion, will not support that effort is because the United States, when it comes to military intervention, has a very poor record, because we've seen instances of countries where they intervene and such countries were left in ruin, and Libya is a forceful example in Africa.
Amid insecurity that is currently affecting Nigeria as a country and its citizens, with different reactions from our respondents, who also called on the federal government to do the needful to boost the security of lives and properties of citizens. They also reacted and made reference to the intervention statement made by the United States of America's President Donald Trump, calling it a welcome development, and it should also be something that should be welcomed by the country. It is Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji.
Certainly the best.
This is an Egbete community situated in Isako Central Local Government Area of Edo State. It is an agrarian community with united people that promotes unity and oneness for peaceful coexistence. The inhabitants of the community migrated from Benin, the cradle of black civilization, a kingdom where king is truly king. The ancestors of Anegbete saw that age was the main determinant of leadership in the rural setting, and the eldest man in the settlement was regarded as the leader who presided over meetings, and his authority is held in high esteem. To further strengthen this unique system of leadership, age group evolved in Anegbete. In Anegbete, age group is categorized into two, that is, the common and the noble. Anegbete is rich in cultural heritage, as the community at noon saw the commitment of the festival with the first set rolled out in beauty colors to showcase their might and strength, indicating their feet and ready for the responsibilities behold on them. The streets in the community with a feed up of young men and women adorned with the festival. Later, the royal family takes the stage as their children fight out royally and work in the community to showcase their might and fitness.
My leader.
The man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Really, we're talking about. That's what I said. So when they bullied her, now, if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or a child, it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something.
Party.
You have to be
They
smart.
can't sit
If
down.
you see where they are dressing them up and dragging on both sides, you cannot breathe. And these women will stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
Certainly the best.
Waya bota now. Ugi bota we say anyone. Mapon waya fe ni dai mageya. Uza no gbera mana gwaka ohi. Ya suwo wa ya se gbodo ame ke ya fere. Ya se gbe ki na ke we ki ke ya mayunu kan ya. Be na ya ki we na ya de. Na ya gwaka utana ni wa. Ore. Ihe. Ihe mi na ihe ka o so gbon la wo na ja ti en ni ma won ni eyin ne ma lo ri ara ke ya fe ore so mi na ma gwa kana ihe ma e ma wo wa e ma wo do so ba ja ti en ni ma e tell me ga ihe ma agwa ka uta na tell me pastor
tomo e do no pe wa be na ye ka wadani ma se wabi tota wabi educate ofun egbo sa oba go waro oba atokpe
ise ota Victor Bizugbe
owe avebun egbo won so fa magiri ebo hu do ni wala ho wa ge vebo re ihe ma egbe igban ebo ki elegbewi oba atokpe
ise anyone me so abo so yin no ye o no ye ejo ba yo kai o re do ya fe na be o ka gbo ye do ya fe so abalogun e bi to ni we pe wa no daima o sa no de ba wa ya fe oba to pe
ise
emi ma gwa kana o ihe e ma ta ihe bo ihe ye bo ye gbo iwa no ri ye bi ha si e ma hon mari unda be kana mi na ya ma de ihe ero ati yẹn náà ma ati ìyẹn àyàdọ́ ayìyẹn dọ̀lẹ̀ yìí ẹ̀dín àti yẹn yọ ẹ̀dín àti ẹ̀bọ̀ yọ ìyẹn ẹ̀ màgbọ́n kára ni wọn ọ̀tẹ́rẹ̀ pásítọ̀.
dọ́nù ìyẹn ọ̀ àmà nà yáyé mi àmà náà yé ma wẹ ẹ̀wù ugari wẹ́nẹ̀. Iye ibi lomani o ama kebi na yemi odo no mu igo o mu yohun ori ama yewe ke na pa o ki ari no kan we o ga fi obe yo a iye ro ne iye ni magi mu ye duogo o so ga lo ri ye adugbe bo sunu nu do wo fi obe yo a iye ni hi we ze ye na dupo o fi obe de na owo e ori ono hi amugbo nda oriyo ọmụ ihe se ọma mayari eri mugbo mama no ye sokma ye to bi eri ye yiba yo etie no oriyo ya munani ofodegbe no ebe erabiri eyage bo mugbo ni oriye yari abukpon oriye yiba oyari ekezi weda ware ugbera babode uriopia uriye lagbo ugbawe de no manya uvinya de no manya ufiwo de no manya gbodele oyun za wala wo pa
iye le lo wani owo na ma tie bo otiuki unu no wani aya ka ni ye a movie eri o mi eji me ebo le lo wani kiane iye le lo wani kiane bo iye oloroma ewu oyiye ugawu bokeke oyiye eni opa nro no mama use ni ye lele be mo na we se ni iye ole owe ikan ipawo agbowo kan ora mi kiana wa owe are oba atokpe ise ni wa ya wa da ni ye ma igwa kan do so pa je kan ma ira te ihe ma na ho ma gbe wa ni na ihe na ma we se ihe lele kia ni unu ta umu le ni he eni awon le ni he obo ma sun le ni he wa se ke ni le ni he eni mo odu re dagbon onu ma se ti ihe o se unda uwe ile ma abe ti yi so ba ja ti ye wo omo na du emi rie pe no ta ba ihe eno nya ya ti yo we ge no wa run ogun ti yo eso ri ti yo osalobo ibe si o ti yo emi ni orun amani iye lele e una mi we be do se ge na e ne de una vinya yo to ba de se gbo we kolebe uze ha yo umuya umuye yo ni orede e umuyo to uze ha umuyo umewo ni urukoki urinya umewo ni ukolebe so uze ha yo umuya iye umuyo ni ọ̀rọ̀ náà ṣe wa ọ̀nà àmúyá ni ọ̀nà àfi ọ̀rẹ̀dẹ̀ ni àwà nọ́kọ̀ àrùn àìrú ùtẹ́mọ̀yọ̀ dẹ́ni lórí náà tẹ́ bá ihe nọ́kọ̀ àwà nọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ nọ òye owó sàlóbọ̀ à ùdí ìyọba ùdí ìyẹ̀wò wọ́n tọ̀wọ́ pẹ̀wọ́ ẹ̀rọ nùkà ìrẹsẹ̀ ọ̀lẹ̀lù ẹ̀kíá ìwé ẹ̀rọ rọ̀pá rẹ̀ wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà yé náà ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀rọ rọ̀pá èmi wà bù ọ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ Victor uwale re uwayo
owe ebele wa gun na no wa kakabo kadigba se wa ga temi no kan yin na imaya nu
oh my god
yin no kwa no imaya ana ya imaya we wa ya do mo gogo mu imaya nu odi o wa ya o hu da we maya na ni e ko ri awe yo ne ekene ko na ri awe yo ni emi opa na oyino le luwe kan eya ri ayo ne o salopo na gi wa gbon no ba go ya nu we tete ti ro emi ni omo owu yo ne o wa no do ki wo bo do emi ni bio we wa gu ma beri yen ni o so bo ayo ya no keke o wa ya ne e di elaban awe iguma ugbe iguma ni o kin no kwa no logo o sin e yo mu owi guma mama ni wan we ge na de owo nya mu nya zabo omu nya zabo ni eme edo ya ika humu do ni o ma ko ma ge ru mi no ya mi ewe o ma mu nya zabo odo ogun o megbe odo mu owu odo tere na ogun o ma so ogwa ina ogun no fi edo dagbe awo oyibo kan awo ovie amevela awre inya ni yagila jan we ya vi egbe oya ni eyo ni eve ni evie ni o wa lo kan fi ogbonobolo ofi owe no ru yen ni ekeke gbe yo we do fi yen na we o ma lo kan ri oya ri yo wo keke o ja ile ahe iri oba ni ihe igba no kwa no elegbewu o ma ko ma ge gege gbe yo we ira we ro pa de emi wa de eyi na ta we ebo egbo ma yo bi ogu e oga hu fa ka ba ka ni o temu ne ebo iwe yi ude wu alo na fi o sekun ebo de ne aduza e ga no I would ata we yi kenake ma gbon bere ni ya ma ni we no ya ma ni ebo no eyi ni du do ni o ma ke no ya lo no ma de yu ni no ya ni emi ele emi o we wa ni iye ke e ma ọtẹrẹ iṣẹ ọtẹrẹ pásítọ̀ ìyẹn inú àyàtàwọ yìí wẹrẹ màrà àwọn adèrè ni ìyẹn ọlẹlọwà sóta bẹ́ẹ̀ náà máa sẹrì yẹn ugbẹso amana sẹrì yẹn ugbẹso ọrọ ake eré àpàlọ ọlọ àmọnà bíẹ
unda ike awula la gbo no ne fo to je oye ori no ku sana gba oga ke bo na gie oye odo ko usana ko oye twin be se si ganu be si mu fu awo ke wa o ke pa o gie re fo ere mi eki eso ji ewu di ye no la gba o wa gbe ojojo ga wa ara ki o te uruba na ori agbose ye la be ra eji agbeji ọmọ náà bí ẹni ra ọni bẹ gbùgbèjì nọpa ẹni ra ǹda ìyẹn náà tiẹ nẹ ọmọ náà náà wà dùn ẹ ọkọkọ náà mú náà ní wá sọ àpòpọ̀ náà kò mú ẹ òpó náà ni ó jẹ́ yọ̀kẹ́ ara rẹ̀ dàgbọ́n yẹn. lọ́dún ọ̀rọ̀ jẹ gbèlè ń gbé. ó jẹ́ yọ̀kẹ́ ara rẹ̀ dàgbọ́n yẹn. báwo lè yọ̀kẹ́ ara rẹ̀ dàgbọ́n yẹn ọtí yẹn nẹ. ẹ náà sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nà tí mi ànú bàbá. ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀fíẹ́fẹ́ ni mo gbé kọ́ ọ̀fíẹ́fẹ́ ni làmẹ́fẹ́ náà làwọn làbíyàn. wúdà mama ni ètè mama wúkpó náà wà gbàyà wà kí ọkọ̀ náà yẹ wà yà dẹ́gbẹ́ wúkpó wẹ̀ yà dúró yẹ mú wọ́n tún bọ̀ àkàrà bó bí a sọ. ọ̀nà ni yà wá yẹ kọ́ ẹ̀rọ wọ́n kpá ló yẹ sà ọ̀nà yà tìyẹ nà wà ní wọ́n bá àkàrà ọ̀nà ni gbọ́ àná fún mi. òrìyàn ló dẹ́rẹ̀ dẹ́nu wọ́n yà múná wà kó bọ̀ wọ́n ni adọ́ de yẹ dàgbọ́n ẹgbẹ́gbẹ́ ọkọ̀ tó yà padà gbọ́n ọmọ ni ẹgbẹ́ yà gbọ́n mi yà gbọ́n lọ́wọ́ ọmọ náà mi wẹ́ ìmọ̀ àwọn adé rẹ̀ lábẹ́rẹ́ máa ní adó sẹ́ẹ̀rì ọmọ náà náà rè náà rè àná sùn ọwọ́ yìí ọ̀rà ọwọ́ ẹgbẹ́ náà ti yẹn nẹ abẹ́yẹ́ ló fi àmì ìmọ̀ ayà sẹ́ẹ̀rì ọ̀yọ́ náà ní ìdáwẹ́ ẹ̀bọ̀ ìyẹn náà máa ń tiẹ̀ nẹ ọ̀lọ́míyá ní ayé nìyà ẹ̀rọ náà gbọ̀ ọmọ ayárí àzíró ìyẹn lè ní àgbẹ̀ àbọ̀ ẹtí wàá fi mọ́tò àbọ̀ wá mẹ́rọ ìyẹn alẹ́ lẹ́gìá ìyẹn rọ ẹ̀pọ̀ igbó ní èdè náà rí ẹ̀lá bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹgbọ́ ẹtí ìyárí ìbà òun lè má kọ́kọ́ ìgbé kéré rọ́ọ̀kẹ́ aṣọ ẹ̀ o ọkì ọlọ́kọ̀ máa yọ ẹgbẹ́ àwọn náà máa rásí kíkẹ́ máa wọ́n pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rọ ní ogun yìí yìí máa ta ìgbé tẹ̀sùn náà ó dé náà máa rìn mọ́ sí bàbá ìní ọwọ́ náà ó bá sùn ẹ̀ àmàdá sùn ẹ̀ o ọkì ọlọ́kọ̀ máa yọ ẹgbẹ́ ọdún yìí nà gbèsè sọ àbíyẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ dìbò bá orí ẹ̀ sọ́tọ̀ èmi là á ìbògì àsùn èmi là á ìlàbíà ìyẹn lè lẹ́gẹ́ orí ọlọ́gbọ̀rìọ ọlẹ̀ lórí ọrí èrè èmi yìí kì ẹ̀dùnúpẹ̀ wà láọ́ wàdé ìwé ní yé ọmọ sùn bàbá náà ọsùn bá kó ọba àtọpẹ yéébù ẹdẹ iye rọ wà ní oṣù ẹyọ ìbábò bá irọ tẹlẹ ihe mà ìwà kanna ihe nàmúyẹ nàmúyẹ ugbó nàmúyẹ gòrò tí máa pa gbèbèrè ń yọ kégbèbèrè wé yèmú yètò mé ìnátàyẹ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ àwọrọ yìí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí nọ ọ̀tọ̀ mi ọ̀tá yọ èyí gbéga ìwéyé ya gàgíà ya gbọ́gẹ́ ya ọ̀nà àwẹ̀ yẹ̀yí tó mẹ́yọ yẹ̀yí wé ya fẹ́ ẹ̀wò láwẹ̀ yìí dá yẹn ẹ̀wò. bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn àwọn igbó eré náà ó ti sà ìwé ti sà lè lígbó ìdìbò omi ìdìbò mẹ́wàá rẹ̀ kí o. èmi náà rẹ̀ wúyẹ́rẹ́ dò ìhàn ẹ̀mí náà rẹ̀ dé àyà tiẹ̀ bọ̀ dọ́wọ́ àyà tiẹ̀ bọ̀ yẹ ugbo òde ogo esoro nana lewu holu esoro tó bọ́ wàrú ẹgbẹ́ mi kàtà sí àdúgbò kìnyà èyíkọ̀ ude èyíkọ̀ wẹ̀ ẹ̀wù hó ẹ̀yà egungun ọ̀rọ̀ náà zẹ́ bèbè náà gbẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀wọ́ yàrá gbìyànjú kèrè òdègbè ẹ̀gbẹ́ ọ̀kọ̀kọ̀ àwẹ̀ yẹ̀wò àwọ̀ vìà ọ̀víà máa ẹ̀rìn ọ̀víà kí ìwé bọ̀ ọ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ wà á wẹ̀ ẹ̀ wà á tẹ́ àmọ́ ọ̀víà yé mi ọ̀víà náà èrìn ẹ̀wò náà ọ̀rẹ́ wò ó náà yà mú ẹ̀bọ̀ rẹ̀ yọ yìí ọ̀dà mẹ́rẹ́ kiri wẹ̀ kéde ìwà experience one.
mọ́mí ẹ̀dùn náà wà ọ̀wẹ́ àmì náà máa yẹ gbèdé àmà ẹ̀rìn náà vàáhẹ̀ àmà ẹ̀rìn náà rírà ayé ẹ̀ mọ́mí ẹ̀bọ̀ náà nàta náà orí wọn pa ẹwọn fi awó bọ̀ ẹ́ orí wọn pa ẹwọn kọ́ awó bọ̀ ẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀gẹ́ wòhó nù ọ̀fíà ọ̀gẹ́ wòhó nù dáwọn àdọ́gẹ́ nà ọ̀gẹ́ bọ̀ yín àmọ́ ògùn owó bìyàn yín àmọ́ olókun owó bìyàn yín àmọ́ ìṣàngó owó bìyàn yín àmọ́ dáwọn àdẹ́ bọ̀ pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ nà ọ̀rí dáwọn àdọ́gẹ́ bọ́mí ẹ̀dá wúná yúgbó wúná vùmí ọ̀nà sẹ́sì kòkòrò tọ̀ wúná zèkè bó tọ̀ wúná zẹ́yìbí wúná mùnyàn ọ̀bá àpàdé náà wẹ́ òun etí nùwáyà àti ìwé gbé ìwé rẹ̀ èmi ló yé mẹ́ni ká wẹ ọ̀wọ́n náà rí dùn mí náà rí e tọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ ní àwẹ̀
ọkì kẹ́
ọkì ọ̀tọ̀ náà kí á fi yẹ ọ̀tọ̀ á náà nú mi ẹ̀ o mo kenya we e kenya na zeya e we ore beni no mu nya ho eni de ya na me we una zinga zeyu wo go na sa me na de mu ro yo we te e bo kwa nya yi to ga ya me na enwu no ga hu ne ga fu una me we ya bi ma to no kun se wo gun no uvyo nya ho we ikun se o ma na ga ye e we ta ma eni ọmọ náà yóò bọ gbèrè náà yà wẹ èmi ní gàsùnú dà ẹmí ọmọ ìtùtì so pọn dé àná mi wẹ ẹrù náà wà ní àwòyàn náà kókó wọ fìyà rànà náà wọ kwá ẹ una ní yàrá ẹ una yàrá ká mẹ́rù wẹ èmi náà sùnù wàdógún ẹ tiẹ̀ bọ̀ yọ ẹ̀wọ̀n náà dógún ẹ yọ ọmọ náà pàẹ́ mẹ́ta tó pa ọ̀rọ̀ yìí so pọn una vega usoma no kwa no dwa we boni o ke kinu heye be howo o ma pa na ti owo boy no ya do meye eniye no mu yoto o gbe o ehuwe o ike mi no mu yoto o me ti o do me o de yo no ya mu ha yo we no magasi kinu ye o ni ma sa na gbo ma we ba de wo mana wi he ya wo o mana wo ni una mo ebo ye mi wen a we ti na ezo ba mu da wo mo ya si mi wen no mo me ya yi da o ma o ri ya yi so ti mo bible ban o sa le da sa do mo na na wo ri ti mi ya we e ma wo ni adomu me mi me baba e ma ya ni a o
avon bible church
mo bi
avon bible church
o vas go ya ko be no wa o ta o tie ogun ai o sa le gba pastor be do tie wewe wa go ya mo bible na de hu yo you na teme kilo
oba e te we aloa we lo gbe ya o da oda e ti ma ni lu ye wa fe ko wa la o wa e ku le gbe kwa ni de bi lo gbe na o ke wa ye hu da wo ye bi ro ni e mo fia ni ake ni rewu o na we o wa rewo o we ti 7 o te ta ba o ri e yo wa ke o ri yo e yo wa fia me ti ri yo o e ke ni we do ka we adomo e wo do mo fia yi ni e gbo no kwa e yi la ala ba ni
awa
ala ba ma o ta mu gbo ye we te wo wi do ka we do adomo yi
ati ni bo we arivo
e wo da mo yo ni do ba na inya ewi oga ewi otome otayo zero bi ewo àwọn no rewo oni ma se na gbe wa mi na ba ni won unda ma ni darima ima we ma we ta ni we ho otome pastor
domo sa emi magwa kano kane yin na makaka borra to yin yin na ga re bi no wan unda ugara
la o to abere ge kampa
ene maro oni okike ino kike ni oyin ege para ro na miege opopa na ti eke oke igbotin won ogbotin won so wa na ti yen weke emi nu na iye le lo ekia wo re gbe ra ere oke akia wa akboru ejide oye baba iye na be ti ni na to agbe ege akia ti ga ya re odo owa ko wa no mi ogbe olawo o ya be ri ama be bai ona be re gbeke o be ri yen so pa ohun emi dan we ki na ni a owo egbe ki a wa o ki a ke iranoriya ebe egbe la no roke iye no nu de ni no nu di ke ko nu de e ko da no ga mi no ya gbo ti won e ba ni buru ono logo ba wa logo ye ma yu nu te mi e fi oboyi emi e fi oboyi ni iye ra lele ya
yes efu
e ma ni buru ogbeso ri so se ya to ta na me wa ma we mi do pa e pa so ga le ru ne e me nya ewe ye mo e de me ye ra yo to o bi aro do wa bo o do ye pa wo te do ro e to wo o ya ku e o be e mo fe bo ma yu nu ka ne e ni pa ro no ra yo to o ma do mi e we mi ga lo re so u ka ne ni o bi o keke iye we ni ya fe ne no ga wu le do bo na ayera ko ya yiri ko ye be ya ro to akwo o ma yo nu da iye ni o le ja ni e no fi boy ni o so ori ma de o ma ni egbe ti apo kian iye no
eteni pe akere eteni wo wariwo boye ni ere nunda iye yere na ogwe iye la de we wet ogwe unku de uyahwo kwa wona iye la se ke no ogwe ye omudia we he ifebone oboni yani emi ebo do no pa yisunu iye mudia no ogwe keke ogwe eti gbupe va ogbupe ha ogbupe ne edemu ma ye edemu ma ko ikekeke kan ore ade ko wa ni be oye piri wa wele ba gwe keke e ba yen ni se ko wa ni ye we se ni iye a ekudo uri ni ere ba we o mo arere o uyeji o ugbo ma yare aziro omo ma gbe nu meke ni go ni meke na e pa so ki o ugbo wa le so si meke na ki no wa o eni ye no ege ede ogwera keke iye ni ga se kuje ọba àtọpẹ anyway yayi wadayewe ni matasi na ya wa maye unda be maye gi biore be maye gi wa no isunu na iye ni bu wa ebo iye no ikata se na ebode na duza be na ta ibania be ni magiru we do wana odun we o ri okagele ladia ai yokare le odo we aya yula memegwa aya vora aya vodi wa wo nu ri ayo iya ri na ka yin ai odo we so ma na se tin pa se tin yuwa we no kare le o ri o aro ore ewo ya fe wo re kire to la inu na ehie wo ahie ni oriwo ina ke enara igbe woke nara gbe ari na uwe nara e ha oki oyi uwe gbe godon we ari nara na do ke biewo we ri ono ke wo ye ebode ebo no fe na gba orewa ikaniga odon we to boy we ebo igba oge ewi no we su we gbe na we ri ere no keke na we ri enewo e mu wo pa wa ri se ye po uwe ti ewo awe ya ninye ehun wa ro no udakene werie o isike wese maka mi wo o te ma mayo o ni pa no le wi wa ero wo ri o ma se wodon we wo ri o ma se we wo ni o ka gele we to bu we egele we ki ube awe nyesi na ya mi we e moto wu de o egede go wu bolo nu ri epe we kere pa e mo ye ri ari ma ro no gbe ye e ma vio no we ye vio oya begedegwe wo na oya we ya fe ma me ya emi ni ya fe ibi ya gari a se ni ya we yi bege na ra ta ya yi ma we na begedegwe ma we na wo so aba no bi wa ame no wa ya bo ami ni si ya bo we emo ya we ri ewuku emo ni yi wo ya we to wo ya ipe wo ni wa ma gwa lo o se ma na ta na emi ni hehi ni wa ya bu yi wa de we to bu we no be politics uyewi no danger ne ewowe no danger no otuwe ewo ya fe una awe ebode na dowa manu wa osarobo lawo wa gwalu de edono pewo na go ba dole wo na yi ne mi mani ma ya fe ogibo tawe de na ma na mo yoto wa ya be wa bidayo oba atope ise
Certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
A beautiful afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us on the program Talking Business. So much to talk about on the show this beautiful afternoon. But we're going to be bringing you up to speed with major of the business stories that is making the round. Good to let you know that lately or between the week, the proposed MTEF and Fiscal Strategy Paper, that's the Medium-Term Expenditure Framework, MTEF, and the Fiscal Strategy Paper, FSP, and the 2026 budget is already up for submission to the National Assembly, which is scheduled to take place on Monday next week, on the 8th of December 2025 by the presidency. So a lot of all of this, I'll be giving you information and up to speed on the show this afternoon. I am Lawrence Osifo, your anchor, and it's a great pleasure to have you join us. But let's talk about the exchange rate between the Naira and the dollar for today, like today, the 5th day of December 2025. Let me give you up to speed with what's happening in the exchange rate sector. First, we'll begin with that. Now, the exchange rate between the United States dollars and the Nigeria Naira remained stable on Friday, 5th of December 2025, as the local currency held its ground across both the official and the parallel market. Data from the FMDQ Securities Exchange, which oversees the official Nigerian foreign exchange market, NAFEM, indicates that the Naira is trading at 1,450 Naira 25 kobo to the dollar as at today. The figure represents the continuation of the steady performance recorded earlier in the week, where rate hovered within the 1,448 Naira to 1,450 Naira band to the dollar. At the official market performance, trading at the official windows opened with liquidity remaining relatively consistent. The intraday high and low rates showed a minimal volatility, a trend that market analysts attribute to sustained intervention and improved transparency from the Apex Bank, the Central Bank of Nigeria. The closing rate of 1,450 Naira 25 kobo reflects the market adjustment to supply and demand dynamics within the sharp fluctuations seen in previous years. The parallel market updates. The parallel market, often referred to as the black market. The Naira exchange hands at the rates between 1,455 Naira and 1,460 Naira to the dollar. Bureau de change in major hubs like Lagos and in Abuja reported that the demands has normalized, with fewer speculators driving up the prices. The spread between the official and the parallel market rate has narrowed significantly, now sitting at a margin less than 15 Naira. The convergence is widely regarded as a positive indicator of market efficiency and a reduction in arbitrage opportunities. Economics contest on the exchange rate says that the stability of the Naira is supported by strengthening macroeconomic fundamentals. Nigeria's external reserves have grown and shown approximately $44.56 billion, providing the CBN with adequate leverage to defend the currency. Additionally, a recent report from the National Bureau of Statistics, TNBS, placed headline inflation at 16.05%, a 3-year low that has helped to restore some confidence in the local currency's purchasing power. Market watchers expect the exchange rate to remain within the stable range as the year draws to a close, driven by increased remittances expected during the holiday season, which is set to begin anytime soon. All right, so that is what the
black market, the parallel market, and the FMDQ is saying on exchange rates as at today, the 5th day of the month of December 2025. So you just have to have an understanding of the exchange rate. Good to let you know that even the federal government is making a projection for next year's budget to be around 1,525. Now I have the details for you. Definitely I'll bring you up to speed with that. But let's go to the next one. Moving on to the next one, where the Afrexim Bank is saying that digital trade can cut cost by 30%. Let's move to the Afrexim. The African Export-Import Bank Group Chief Economist and Managing Director of Research and Trade Intelligence, Yemi Kale, says that the digital trade system can reduce transactions cost across Africa by as much as 30%, a shift he described as essential to unlocking the continent's competitiveness and lifting barriers that have held intra-African trade at lower level for decades. Kale made the point on Thursday at a Uniform and a Forum of Trade Intelligence and Digital Innovation held at the Afrexim Bank Africa Trade Center in Abuja. He said that the research has shown that digital trade platform can reduce transactions cost by up to at least 30%, adding that such efficiencies were no longer optional for African economies facing high logistics costs, fragmented market, and low cross-border payment processes. Kale told participants that Africa stood at a defining inflections and a point in its economic trajectory, noting that the African Continental Free Trade Area, the AFCFTA, had created a $3.4 trillion unified market of over 1.3 billion people. However, he warned that the integration alone could not deliver transformation unless digital systems were deployed to scale to solve the long-standing structural problems. He also said that according to the intra-African trade, which still hovers between 15 and 18%, far below Europe's 60% and Asia's 40%. He said this gap was rooted in fragmented markets that functions in silos, high transactions and logistics costs that erode competitiveness, and gaps in trade-related data and intelligence, and also persistent cross-border payment frictions. Kale explained that the digital technologies were already reshaping value chains globally and demonstrated how African economies could benefit from similar adoptions. He cited Rwanda's digital single window, which reduced export processing time by more than 90%, and the rise of mobile money systems processing more than $800 billion annually as a proof of what was possible when innovation meets trade. He added that the African payment and settlement system was projected to save the continent billions by enabling cross-border payments in local currencies, removing one of the biggest frictions in regional commerce. Digital innovation is not just the engine of trade, it is the new highway on which African commerce will travel, he said, stressing that early adopters would also shape the continent's competitive future. Kale argued that digital transformation also democratizes access for small businesses, which makes up over 90% of Africans' enterprises. He also recalled the example of a young leather goods entrepreneur from Kano who struggled with export bottlenecks for years until she switched into a digital trade platform and digital payment system and digital payment system tools. Okay, so that is coming from the Afrexim Bank, the Africa Import-Export Bank, talking about trade and trade accords to the percentage that is needed. We'll have to go on a short break. Then when we return, I will bring you information talking about 2026. It's a season of budget where state governors are presenting budget to the Houses of Assembly, telling them about their plans for the year ahead or the year to come, which is 2026. But what is the federal government plan for 2026? Recurrent expenditure, capital expenditure, just name all of them. I'll be back after the break to give you that information on the show. Stay with us and go nowhere.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbedo Onse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rite to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Elder Ogbedo Onse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us still on the program Talking Business. Let's now look at the budget estimate or proposal, as the case may be, the MTEF medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper that the federal government is projecting for 2026 to the tune of 54.43 trillion naira, while debt servicing is to get 15.91 trillion naira. Now, the federal government has projected a total revenue of 50.74 trillion naira for the 2026, alongside a targeted economic growth rate of 4.68%, while it proposed the 2026 deficit, which has risen so sharply that is now to exceed the entire national budget of 2022 by 2.78 trillion naira. This is according to report. The deficit likely means that the government plans to borrow about 16.1% more than what the entire country spent in 2022 2022. The scale-up of the gap combined with the high debt service bill signals a more difficult fiscal year ahead. Experts noted that Nigerians risk sliding into deeper fiscal stress if the government does not tighten its expenditure planning, boost efficiency, and re-establish a credible budget calendar. They warned that the rising deficit, unpredictable budget cycles, and mounting debt obligation could undercut the fragile economic stability recorded in recent months and heighten pressure on households and businesses in 2026. This comes after the Federal Executive Council (FEC) approved the 2026 to 2028 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework (MTEF) and the Fiscal Strategy Paper (FSP) on Wednesday. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, briefed State House correspondent after the meeting in Abuja and confirmed that the document would be forwarded to the National Assembly on Monday, 8th of December 2025. Bagudu said that the draft was built on a continuous oil price benchmark of $64.85 per barrel, an exchange rate estimate of 1,512 naira to the dollar for 2026. He explained that the assumptions follow the consultations with ministries, private sector operators, civil society groups, and development partners. He revealed that the government adopted dual crude production figures for the first time. The oil industry has been taxed to deliver 2.06 million barrels per day, while a more conservative benchmark production of 1.8 million barrels per day will guide the budget. The difference also provides a safety buffer for 12.6% in the case of output disruption. Bagudu said that the benchmark price of $64.85 was lower than the Nigeria usually earns from Bonny Light and the crude, and insisted that caution was necessary. The minister projected a growth of 4.68% for 2026 and warned that increased political spending in the run-up to the election could heighten the pressure on exchange rate. He said that given that the 2026 is a pre-election year, there is a lot of election activities and spendings that can typically affect the exchange rate. He listed the expected federal and federation revenue for 2026 to be 50.74 trillion naira, with 22.67 trillion naira going to the federal government, 16.30 trillion naira to states, and 11.85 trillion naira for local governments. The federal government share of revenue from all sources is projected to stand at 34.33 trillion naira, including 4.98 trillion naira, which is expected from government-owned enterprises. Bagudu also said that the figures is 16% lower than the 2025 revenue estimate. He outlined the key spending areas, including statutory transfers of about 3 trillion naira, non-debt recurrent expenditure of 15.27 trillion naira, debt services burden at 15.91 trillion naira. Based on the proposed spending envelope of 54.43 trillion naira, debt service alone is to consume 29.2% of the entire 2026 budget. This means that almost 3 out of every 10 naira the government spend next year will go to debt servicing. The projected deficit of 20.10 trillion naira accounts for 36.9% of the entire spending plan. The size of the shortfall means Nigeria intends to borrow more than 1/3 of its planned expenditure for the year. The contrast with the earlier budget is striking. The President Bola Tinubu signed the 2025 budget of 54.99 trillion naira into law that ran through the year 2025. Although slightly larger than the 2026 spending proposal, the 2025 plan carries a lower deficit of 9.22 trillion naira and a debt service provision of 14.32 trillion naira. The deficit plan for 2026 is more than double the current year's level and reflects an increase of 118%. And finally, let's call it a wrap on the show, talking about Nigeria's GDP, which is projected to rise a little bit before the end of the year. So 26 or 25, 26 days to the end of the year. We're going to see how this magic is going to happen, though. This is coming from Cardinal Stone. Analysts at the Cardinal Stone expect Nigeria's GDP to grow by 4.22% in the fourth quarter of 2025, an increase from the 3.98% in the third quarter of 2025. The signals a positive outlook for the year, as economic growth is projected to accelerate towards the end of the year 2025. This was disclosed in its macro research note released within the week following the latest GDP data from the National Bureau of Statistics, (NBS). Correspondent reports that Nigeria's economy grew by 3.98% in the third quarter of 2025, marking a slight improvement over the 3.86% recorded in the same period of 2024, but a decline compared to the 4.23% in the second quarter of 2025. Reacting to the economic data, Cardinal Stone said that the depreciation in the third quarter 2025 GDP had been anticipated, given softer oil output, a consequence of trading supportive based effect. However, a rebound is anticipated in the last quarter of the year, which is expected to be driven by improving macroeconomic conditions. The recently released MPI and the numbers for November 2025 show that a stronger and a broad-based expansion in aggregate economic activities. On the performance of the economy in the third quarter, the analyst also said that oil production moderated in the period under review, standing at 1.64 million barrels per day to 1.68 million barrels per day in the second quarter of 2025, due to the scheduled maintenance activities carried out at some upstream facilities and delays in the commencement of operations at OMLs 71 and 72. An economy driven by oil, so we look forward to see how this magic happens in the next couple of days or weeks before the end of the year. All right, striking one you're going to work with is the fact that your budget for 2020, they said, is going to be a bit tighter. So every 10 naira, they'll use 3 naira to service debt. You're left with 7 naira. I don't know how that's going to work. But recurrent expenditure, capital expenditure, we should be talking more of capital expenditure in Nigeria, not even recurrent. But we don't even talk about all of that so much. That's the size of our package on the show this beautiful afternoon. It's been a great time together here. And I'll see you again on the next one, God willing. On behalf of my entire crew, I want to thank you for being a part. I'll see you again. I'm Lawrence Osifo. Bye for now.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
ITV. 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 Certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Edion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rite to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
The man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Really, we're talking
That's
about
what I said. So
that's-
when they bullied her, now, if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or a child, it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something.
Party.
You have to be
They can't
smart.
sit
If
down.
you see where they are dressing them or are dragging on both sides, you cannot breathe. And these women will stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
Welcome to Market Survey, your weekly window into the cost of everyday goods that shape our daily lives. In recent times, the rising cost of food items has continued to affect homes and kitchens across the country. Today, we turn our attention to groundnut oil, a major cooking ingredient used in households, restaurants, and food businesses. Whether for frying, sauce making, or everyday meals, groundnut oil remains a staple in almost every kitchen. On this edition of Market Survey, we'll find out the current prices of groundnut oil, the reasons behind the changes, and how traders are coping with the new reality. So come with me, let's get to know the current prices.
How groundnut oil be for market now? The prices, how the overall price?
Okay, for now, groundnut oil dey okay for now, but we still want make the thing come down pass like this.
So how much na they carry jerry can? How much they measure?
Before we dey buy 42, but now at least the thing still good now. We dey buy 39, 38.
Okay.
So for now the thing dey less. So we want make it come down.
So how much na they measure? Like all this one bottle 5 liters. How much na
okay, those bottles now we dey sell 2,1 before, okay. But now we dey sell 1,900, 2,000. Okay. But we want make it come down.
Then all these 5 liters. Now.
Okay, as this one be now we dey sell level 5 to 12,000, but now we dey sell 10,000.
Okay, now you want me the price come down? Like how much if you say that if they sell now, everybody will afford?
At least this one now go be 5,000. Go dey okay. Go be 5,000. Why that one now fit be 1,000 or 900? Go dey okay.
So but now the price don't come down small, boy.
It come down small, but it still dey high side.
Compared to the beginning of this year and now, how much I think they sell before the gallon?
No, before now, early this year, yes. It did pass like this. Okay. But everything dey okay now, even rice. But we want to see come down, so that everybody will feel they buy.
So now even people who can't buy, customer who can't buy, they say they complain, say it's still there on the high side. Even now
they say they complain. You know, say we human being, even if this one enter 1,000, they will still want to make it come down. But at least we want to make it come down. Even we where they go market, they go buy, so that we'll feel they buy.
Season now we dey for groundnut oil.
Not be the season, sure, but the thing dey okay. Not say this Christmas period, it dey there, but now the thing come down. So we just thank God.
So but this Christmas period, so compared to last Christmas period, difference?
Big difference. Yeah. Big difference. The thing come down.
So like how much did it take come up for money when I take the seller?
A big go. As last year, I think we dey sell that bottle 2,2. But now at least we even sell 1,800 and we'll still make am. Yeah, so the thing come down.
The price is balanced. I can see everything come down a bit.
So how much na fit they carry groundnut oil before for gallon?
Before we dey carry for 52, 53. Very soon it enter 40, 49 and some change. But as right now we are buying that is 47,700.
Now to the buy.
Of course.
So how much na they measure for different bottles?
We are selling 200 by 2,000 by bottle 1,800.
The bottle 1,800 last.
Of course.
So how much na they sell that bottle before?
The time we dey buy 52, 50 something, we dey sell that bottle 2,200, 2,300. As of now, since the price don't come down a bit, we still reduce the price.
So now the season of groundnut oil will dey so like this?
Of course, every festival period, groundnut oil must follow.
So during this season, supposed to come down?
Maybe before December, if it come down.
But no. Money I say they buy am before and now, how much you say don't top and be don't reduce am?
Well, just a little bit, about 1,000 plus.
Okay, the price is where it dey now. Now a very fair price, or if you say they still reduce the price?
I believe in God. There is nothing God cannot do. To me, I feel say they will reduce the price.
So they won't reduce the price. Like how much if you say they sell gallon and measuring bottles?
Depends. For example, now if they then schedule the price. Say for example, is a gallon is 35,000. We marketing will be selling at least 1514. It reduce from 2,000 to 15. Is that not reduced?
But now customers wey come dey buy, they see they complain say the price still dey high.
Of course, none of them is complaining.
This one is 2,000. Why this bigger one is 4,000?
Okay.
That is how we are selling it now.
How much did they sell them before?
Before we sell it 2,244 before,
okay.
But now 2,000, 4,000.
Okay. Okay. So no smaller one for this one.
Yes, we have smaller one, but I don't have that one now.
Okay.
Let me say it's probably like this.
Yeah.
We sell it 1,000. Okay. Why this red oil is 900? Then the full can of it is 1,800.
So the 4 liters, 5 liters, how much they sell them?
This is Kings. From now to 6 months time, it will be like this. It will not sleep.
Okay.
So I'm selling it 13,500.
Okay.
Like before, we always buy that time 46,500, 45,500. But now it dropped a little.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So now you tell us that the season of Garanto era with this.
Yes, now because this is the season of Christmas. Sometime like last year, it is higher than this. But this year, due to how things, the commodity is very high. But by surprisingly now, things is getting down gradually. That is why the groundnut dropped more than the higher price of last year. Do you understand? So let me just say it like this. Things in the market drop a little down how it is before. In this previous time now, let me say in this time, I don't know from now till on the first week, second week, I don't know how it will be. But as for now, it dropped a little.
So even with the price, say the thing don't drop. If you say the thing supposed to still drop past the way it is.
It's supposed to drop because there is no money in the country now. It's supposed to drop more than how it is before. Because the money, our money now is no more value again. Do you understand? So we expect it to drop more than this.
Like now, if you want to say how much should people be buying it, how much now they buy and now say if you want me to drop, finish.
At least, as for this Kings, the bigger can of it or the bigger jerrycan of it, which is about the 25 liter or 30 liter, at least supposed to be that kind 40,000 or 45. Do you understand? Or 35 at least. Poor man can be able to buy. Do you understand?
What about the bottles? Like how much if you say they very fair to sell them?
It's supposed to be at least 1.5 or 1.2. At least it will be better. Do you understand? Because everybody cannot afford this 2,000 naira. When some people will come, they will say, "Madam, do you have smaller of it? Do you have chassis bottle? Do you have half bottle?" Yeah. So I don't. When they come, I will say, "No, I don't have it." So when the person will stand, he said, "I don't have the money. Okay, let me go." Then the person will left.
For now, the Garanto don't still drop small. It don't still drop small.
How much na person dey carry jerrycan?
Jerrycan before na 46 wey dey buy now. Before, but then na 39. Now na 39. Before na 46. Yes.
How you dey measure the Garanto?
Can na 2,000. Okay. For the can.
What about the small bottle Chelsea?
The small one Chelsea 500. Before we dey sell 700. And the other one 1,000. The small can. Not be the price.
So na season of Garanto.
This season, they ship this season. Especially if you enter December, they go tell they come down well.
Compared to how it be. So from the beginning of this year, how much na person dey sell am?
Beginning of this year, we dey sell 2.5 for this bottle. Yes, we dey sell 2.5. So you can't see come down to 2.2, but now na 2,000.
So how much na you carry what this 4 liters?
4 liter 12,000 for 4 liter. Now yes.
How much na you carry before?
Before you go dey hear 18 for 4 liter.
So that means I don't really come down.
Yeah, don't come down, yes.
So now it doesn't come down again. Customers they see the current, see the tea still on the high side.
Make them see drop am. Make them see bring the price come down.
As we've heard from sellers, groundnut oil continue to play a major role in household cooking, but its rising cost is making many families adjust their spendings and consumption habits. Traders are also facing challenges from high transport costs to unstable supply. Still, many remain hopeful that prices will become more stable in the coming weeks, making groundnut oil more affordable for homes and businesses.
So we've come to the end of today's edition on Market Survey, and we looked at the prices of groundnut oil to know if the prices have increased or if they've reduced. But overall, it shows that the prices is now fair in the market as opposed to how it was being sold before. And that's it on today's edition of Market Survey. I am Stephanie Notod-Yuwa. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
Certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Omonyoba Nedu Ukwakolopolo, Ewai II, Oba of Benin, stepped out majestically with loud crowd to perform the Sultan rites of his late mother, Queen Mother Ioba Omoni Ikoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, who departed this world 49 years ago. Isoton is a traditional rite of the procession in memory of the departed person's spirit in Benin Kingdom. It is usually heralded by public display of the departed person's influence during their sojourn on earth. The display of a human effigy symbolizing the departed royal matriarch was preceded by the Oba of Benin, who led the procession from his palace to the Emotan Shrine at King Square in Benin City, where he offered prayers for the repose of the soul of the Queen Mother, Ioba Ewai II.
How
Thereafter, the priest assigned to the Immortal Shrine offered Oba Ewai II items for Isoton on behalf of his family. However, Chok, known as Uri, represented a chair from royal fans after ancestral spirits were invoked to bear witness and announce his arrival. On his way home, Oba Ewai paid tributes at various pilgrimage sites, including Queen Idia Tomb, the side Oba Market, where a cheerful crowd of traders abandoned their wares to catch a glimpse of the royal personage and join in the celebration.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for
the man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Really, we're talking
That's
about...
what I said. So
that's...
when they bullied her, now, if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or a child, it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something.
Party.
You have to be
They
smart.
can't sit
If
down.
you see where they are dressing them up and dragging on both sides, you cannot breathe. And these women would stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
Certainly the best.
Waiting they happen. They say if you see something, say something on a moat I did so. Na moat I did so. But who they put that they put that. Who they feel and they feel am. However, na moat be this. This side na Ewabogun. This side na Obe. Obe na ribe Weribo. This side na Obe. This side na Ewabogun. But people don't they block the moat. As they block different moats for different area. Ministry of Environment, Edo State government, make a show or something. Community, na moto. You go see I'm not say during rainy season, if rain fall, people go they shout. Who they park, who no fit enter. Because of the way people don't take block our moat. Who block the moat? Some say na landlord and landladies. Some say na the community people. Some say they want sell them. But this na example. I dey for Ekpobaka. See Obe. See Ewabogun. Hey, who they throw dirty for moat? They throw dirty for moat. If government catch you. But see this one now. This place when I did so, they're very popular. They call it Police Woman Junction. Police Woman Junction. Yana Obe. Yana Ewabogun. Now the moat be the come. They don't they put sand. My people, share them. Drop your comments. Like them. Edo State Ministry of Environment. Edo State Government. Town and Planning. Now one of our historical monuments. Name be this boat. Okay, the moat see they go. But they don't block here. Hey, what? Hey! 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 No fear. As they watch me, so how you dey? Area journalists, national journalists, international journalists. I dey for Ekpobaka local government. Here na Ewabogun, this na Obe, here na moat. So that the water where they go they gather for this area, it go they pass here, they go siriri wherever. But they don't they feel them. Then they feel them. No, but this place, now be that popular Police Woman Junction. Moat. That's it now, Obe. This is now Ewabogun. But hey, he give me. Come. Let's see. Help! Somebody will help me here. Come here, this guy can't try to drag me. My leg. Come. My leg shook for a second. Shara, drop your comment. Hey, whoa. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. So the months they go, that they feel them. They feel them. Ministry of Environment. Edo State government. Moot. I'm not passing. But why you want to go buy land? Why you want to go build house on top of moat? Why? Ministry of Environment must come here. Edo State government must send town and planning. I need to go meet the guy for town and planning. This is now one of our monuments. Because they wonder where are they for Edo State? Are they for Ekpobaka local government? Are they for one popular area? See Obe, see Ewabogu, Moat na pass here. Moat. Here na be the popular woman police junction. Very popular for this area. But Ewabogu and Obe community where una dey. The Okagele where una dey, the Oje where una dey. Here wa feel any. Cameraman, Clary, bring your hand. I got dog go. Okay. Now moat today, moat. Fuck Babaha. They all the filler. Edo State government, Ministry of Environment, Edo State urban planning, town planner. Ewabogu and Obe community where we are there. I need water. This one set rabbit trap for you. Good. This one good. Now better trap. If rabbit pass them, I still set up for you. Okay. This one I will put the plantain. And put entire with red and white. You see the plantain, no see I see the plantain red and white here. Any attempt, you see any attempt for you to cut this plantain. Now red and white the type to both pampas and different yama things. Tenant and landlord with this area, they don't turn the moat to their dustbin. But if you still support me now, call my number 080 55 40 73 59. This journalist work. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. Some of us are not faithful. People go to say Nigeria. Now we will be the people where they say Nigeria. And when they make things hard for ourselves, this country. Report all this kind of Yama. Motor they don't cover. Build house on top of moat. Put dirty for moat. Put different things. Welcome to They don't feed the goat. They don't feed. No, now I sink just now. You give me Rama. I'm not passing. So people get house. See house. I don't have pressure. Only God can do what no man can do. Unchangeable, reliable. Shut up. Only God can do. What happen? Where your key? What happen? Where your key? Where your trouser? Hey, wait. Record. Hey. What happen?
For what now? For the vigilante again. It's very
What happen? Calm down. Wear your cloth. See your charger. Calm down. Wear cloth. They don't collect your key now.
I don't do anything. You collect my money. You wear cloth.
Wear your
cloth. They don't come on here. You wear cloth.
They don't come on. Wear your cloth. Now make you naked. They oppress me.
Not only you. Not only you. You get one day for this Aduawa market. I just park on the
however, those state government. Now these are those state task force people, have okay, those state task force. I go talk to Aneto for do our side. I
don't know why from Aduawa to this side. That will not be so something to do work now. People to the opposite demand. They
the man naked. Calm down. See your money, gather your money, calm down.
But money when I don't want for here. About 3,000 they remove her.
They collect your money.
They don't remove her.
All those people wait on those stuff.
Yeah, they're wrong. They're wrong. We don't wait now. If what they do is according to the law, they don't wait now. Why they still the wrong? They don't see me. They just have to say wrong.
Now our government finds something to do for us. At least there should be bus stop in Edo State, please. There should be bus stop in Edo State. Bus stop. There should be bus stop in Edo State. Bus stop. You cannot just come and hold vehicle wey just park like this, and you know say they no put bus stop. They no put no parking here. Normally for Uselu, they go mark somewhere like this. You cannot park above this place. After government should come and visit us. Come. I don't. Calm down. Lock your door. The door don't hook. Where key now?
I don't got key now. Let go in my cage just tell you. No one will kill me.
They carry the key come out now?
Yes, sir.
Call this side.
What are they just telling me?
And they don't know with the key.
Where they wrong?
Respect. They face different challenge. You know, saying when we go to tell government, golly. It get the way golly till they start. If you see this one now this one they call growing golly. But my people, how are they? Not be smart, you know. Let's say if you see something, say something. And they from one the local government, in Dokpa, that Sawmill Road, and the people they within that area, they go surprise see their house now that they show online. But this not growing gully. They say the water they come now, but it don't they cut and they constate erosion control. My very good friend, the Engineer Brimo. You know, say I tell you, say, as an area journalist, now me go fit tell you we all these things. You see, I say for Edo State we get big gully. Now so the gully take start, but this one now, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Now so it's supposed to be. Now so this thing go to grow, go to expand. Before you know, all these houses were there, they go enter. Before you know, all these houses were there by the left side, all of them go enter. But the landlord and landladies were there the area. They say they don't try. Okay, come. Okay, you there?
We thank God. Well done.
Where this water? Where they cut this gully? Where they come from?
They come from a coffee. From 3 years ago, it not come. Then from about 4 years ago, no water here. From 3 years ago, now water they come from a coffee. Where they come from now? It's from that side now. If you reach there now, you go see and I come out.
More they suffer the waka they go.
Now I cut this one where we did so now. So they don't finish here everywhere. I don't feel drive out now again. My motor dey there now. I don't feel drive out.
But una will be the landlord for this area. Una don't try. Where una dey? Where this thing they cut and where una dey? Where una dey where they cut like this?
We don't try, General. We don't try. This one not be. This one man load. They say it should be not be one man load. We are over tribe ourselves. They did overpower us. Now I make us say make we call Senator Ochobole. He Okpeburu make come assist us for here.
Senator Mode Okpeburu.
Sunday Okpeburu make come assist us for here because they think don't overpower.
They get local government chairman. Then I want there with this so. Okay, now growing gully be this so. Now this one, now so gully tell they start.
Exactly that's all. Now with this so. Now with this so. Go see up that now. We not fit.
Hi.
See the bag when we take feed here that day now. Here now it don't go down.
I say.
Now my wife with that attention with one. So this one now we done the pillar that day. Nah, rain went just for the Saturday night carry everything.
See growing gully is another one oh.
Yeah, I said that small. How would they go so now?
No, they go. Hey. Tell me say friend they fall.
You not come out, you cannot come out. Like. Cannot come out.
But you will they watch us now. How your area be, how your community be. We not go feel live for government. And we need to also inform government. So that we go let government know. Bros. I just say now only in the area. How's everything? Mama, may you still call this? May you still call this? May I just say now only you did the area. But that's everything now. More they waka, you know, come out to the you just
they come here from shop.
From shop? At this area you dey stay.
Not area they stay. No, they will not get road again.
If rain they fall, I dey pay for this place.
If you see the erosion when they here, you don't see the one when happen for Philippines. Now like this, I saw yours before this place.
For Philippines.
You see that erosion that yes. I saw yours before. If you fall for here, you don't feel pass. You don't go allow yourself. Me, you will consent. You see, say houses now they cut. The things they cut, they go. For those people, these people don't go even enter house.
See growing gully there. Oh.
Exactly.
You don't know grass or gully.
You go check front. You go check.
More they go. Waka they go. You know, say this. These people for this area, they not let me rest for the past 2 years. Call me Dokpa. Console me. But I want call on the Oga engineer, the man with the charge of erosion control. Oga engineer Abraham, you get a lot of work to do erosion control for Wode, for Kobaga, for Oredo, for Esako, for Esaland. Where una dey before this thing they cut this like this thing. Yeah. Yeah, una dey.
We try ourselves. We don't every year we spend millions on self-contribution, self-effort to try to.
That's the go enter inside though.
That's more email. Not see this one now. Not the few house again. Okay. So that we try self-effort. We try, but we not go fit control erosion. No guy, our power no go fit this one. This one na government project.
Okay, your house go enter inside here.
It's also. They don't see and a person motor be down. Not enter company.
Correct. Okay, see growing gully for your front. Growing gully.
Watch this one. This one's not the fear enter house again. This one's not the fear enter house again.
I want beg Edo State government. Send your engineers. Ministry of Environment, Edo State Erosion Control and Watershed.
Motor they don't enter their compound.
I need to carry your guy here for erosion. Come here. That means that the rain they come. For Philippines.
You see that erosion when the carry people houses. That's what it be for this side.
But where I feel pass here, where they pass here go. Okay, we have Federal Psychiatric Hospital there. That road service still get as it be.
Waiting they happen.
Main road extension for Idokpa for one day local governments. Landlord and landladies, they don't try their best. So many tenants don't run, they don't park. Hey, whoa.
I'm here with this is for more than 15 years now.
Okay.
First of all,
God will heal
to
you.
waka.
Call this time I can make you see the.
To waka for the other problem. To drive back, back of the person. Motor of the person. See the road, not everywhere. Look at
this place.
So we just there for many years.
The water they come from.
From the castle. From so now, I had the package pass. What do we need now with the big government, our governor now? They can help us. Because of our age to help us. To make sure say this woman can help us do one. We don't get part to do one.
Mommy, how are you? I'm fine. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. And it will surprise you what the Lord has done.
What's the no?
You be Bini?
I be Bini.
Ogbe ma beti awo, selogbe. Ogbe ma beti awo,
selogbe.
Ogbe ma beti awo,
selogbe.
Selogbe. Selogbe. Selogbe. Selogbe. Selogbe. Something dey happen.
Waiting they happen.
Now for the past 2 years, you don't let me rest. You did disturb my line, they come my line, they come.
How will I let you rest? I shall say, snake they up zinc. Other than they sleep for house. When this place I cannot enter my house, I go let you enter. No. See, my motor I can't drive them. You know say Sabi. Now machine you know see the road yourself. I know they eat making enter my belly.
Daddy.
You know see where you know see fronty.
Golly, they come from this side. They come from this side. This water.
Now here, I cry to government. I don't know. They say they give contractor C4 for the past 6 years or 5 years. We not see them again. Government, I be make a speaking for them.
Let's say Monday Senator Monday Bewolo. The year is somewhere, but what will be the solution to this water where they want drive all of them come from this area?
You hear say I be Guinea. Solution na government. Na government near God. If God say yes, now so now government say
okay,
if government say yes,
now government.
If government say here now today, this erosion go come out. Not to me where they go. Okay, I say erosion come out. It come out so. If government just say now erosion come out, the everything will go concern the erosion don't go final.
Where they send their engineer come.
Hey, I go happy. Oh, see my hand for up. I beg God. I beg government. Make them send the engineer come now before. I know give date
for 2026 budget. Now go enter now.
January. The
big rain they fall for this area. High they be.
Area if you see that motor so it go swallow him. It go swallow him move. If you see not see machine now because this one day 4 yesterday night 4 not as machine they pass here now. The other day, he 4 woman where they go clinic. He carry baby. This room. I call my boy. I say, I beg, come help this woman come up for floor.
What you don't do now? We be landlord. What
you
don't do to help yourself?
Okay. You see this fence where I make so. Now to make sure say water no enter my house. And I saw that we other landlord. We don't try. The more we try, the more they go back. If we are 100% front today. The next year it will be 200% backward. I beg, was you know?
Talk to Senator Monday Bawolo with this side here.
Oh, me, man. No, don't me working now, Gower. If I'm making an hour, say when I will go, that kid did Guanyo honking, he had the Guanyo when I will go. But say, when they were in the door, in the door, when I'm when I'm banaba, oh, me milking. He am making an hour. I also know where come making an hour, when we were 20. Can you get your motto? Oh, I will. Tell me my family now, Mamudia Hell.
Sawmill Road.
Sawmill Road, ring Idokpa, Sawmill Road.
Oh, the local government.
All in.
Waiting they happen.
Certainly the best.
Ugieni Madonna, Imazedion, Orero, always near Agbo, Manazo, or Ugieni Madonna.
You will have to serve the community for 30 years before you come to this stage. They will ordain you to your title. Then by then you are one of the elder.
This year now, we don't read the year, so that's why we can do this year.
Historically, joining the Elders Council, an individual must have reached a certain age and must have made significant contributions to the community through leadership, service, or other meaningful ways. There was jubilation in the community as sons and daughters of Okada, both at home and in the diaspora, trooped out to be part of the ceremony with various homes of the initiates agog with festivities. Friends and well-wishers of those initiated into the Elders' Council jubilated at the Ogwedion After performing all traditional rites, the elders, known as Edion, in company with their loved ones, danced to their various homes where guests and family members were entertained.